Malia, she's making movies. So she made her first movie. And she didn't use Obama as director. On the credits, it said Malia Ann. She used her middle name, didn't put Obama on there.
Malia Obama is no longer just the daughter of a former president. She's making headlines for her own bold choices. She's dropped the Obama name, started a new relationship.
Malia did have her first prom.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, so.
Did she, may we ask, did she go with a boy to the prom, or was it a group of friends?
I think this is all classified
Classified.
And just confirmed the rumors that had been quietly spreading for years. What she revealed has stunned fans of the Obama family. What exactly did she confirm? In this video, we will reveal the rumors just confirmed by Barack Obama's daughter. On October 15th, 2024, Malia Obama made headlines with a decision that caught many people off guard. She officially dropped her last name and now goes by Malia Ann. The announcement quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the year, and theories about her motivations began to spread online.
If your last name was Obama, would you change it? Former President Barack Obama's daughter, Malia, is pursuing her Hollywood career under the stage name Malia Ann.
Many assumed it was a rebellious act, a sign that she was trying to break ties with her famous father, former President Barack Obama. Social media was filled with claims of a possible falling out between Malia and her family, especially her father. Some even suggested there had been long-hidden tension that was now finally being revealed. But as more details began to come out, it became clear that those early rumors were far from the truth.
Now, as they've gotten older, there's been some paparazzi stuff going on, and it drives them nuts, because their attitude is, we're not looking for all that.
Malia's decision had nothing to do with any resentment or family feud. In fact, her relationship with her parents, especially Barack, remains strong. The real reason behind her decision was far more personal and meaningful. It wasn't about anger. It was about identity. From a very young age, Malia has lived her life in the spotlight. As the daughter of the first African-American president of the United States, her every move was followed closely by the media. She grew up in the White House, surrounded by security, attention, and public expectations. Being an Obama meant everything she did was placed under a microscope.
The press pool at the White House press corps, I said, you can follow me around, you can talk about me, you do whatever you need to do. Leave my children alone because they have the right to grow up. They didn't choose this.
So, how was she able to escape this? Stay tuned to find out more details. But even then, Malia showed signs of wanting a life that was different from the one people expected of her. Over the years, Malia has quietly built a career in the entertainment industry. While her last name could have easily opened doors, she didn't want to be known simply as Barack Obama's daughter. Instead, she worked behind the scenes, learning the ropes and proving herself through her work. She worked on writing teams, contributed to creative projects, and eventually made her directorial debut. But even as she made progress in her career, she began to feel the weight of her last name. People constantly linked her achievements to her parents. That pressure made it hard for her to be seen as her own person. That's when the decision to change her name began to take shape. By dropping the name Obama and using her middle name Ann, Malia aimed to build a career based on her own merits. She wanted people to judge her work without the influence of her family's legacy.
I was all like, you do know they'll know who you are.
Right.
And she's all like, you know what? I want them to watch it that first time and not.
When her film, The Heart, premiered at the Sundance Film Festival in February 2024,
a newcomer to Hollywood, Malia recently made her red carpet debut at the Sundance Film Festival for the premiere of her film called The Heart.
She chose to credit herself as Malia Ann. The move was intentional, and it sent a strong message. She was ready to be recognized for her talent, not her background. Just a few weeks after the name change became public, Barack Obama addressed the situation in a podcast interview on October 29, 2024. He spoke openly and with pride about his daughter's decision. According to him, Malia had always been independent. Her choice to use a stage name didn't surprise him at all. In fact, he said he had expected something like this to happen sooner or later. He understood why she made the change, even if he reminded her that people would still know who she was. Malia, however, made it clear to her father that she wanted people to see her work without forming any opinions based on her last name.
I think our daughters go out of their way to not try to leverage that.
That kind of pressure had followed her for too long, and she was finally ready to move past it. For her, the decision wasn't just about a name. It was about taking control of her future and living life on her own terms. Her time at Harvard also played a big role in her journey of self-discovery. She enrolled as a freshman in August 2017 and worked hard to balance college life with the constant media attention. She kept most of her personal life private, though there were a few public moments that caught attention. One of the most notable came during the Harvard-Yale football game on November 18, 2017. She was seen enjoying herself at a tailgate party with fellow students, including Rory Farquharson, a British classmate. The two shared a few laughs and even a kiss, and the photos quickly spread across the internet. Despite the public interest, Malia didn't let it distract her. Her college years were filled with growth and quiet ambition. She built friendships, worked hard in school, and continued to pursue her passion for film and television. Over time, she started working behind the scenes in Hollywood, slowly building her reputation as a creative professional. She even collaborated with Donald Glover, one of the most respected names in the industry. Working with him allowed her to gain more experience and improve her craft. Her dedication finally paid off with the release of her film, The Heart. The project received praise at Sundance and at other film festivals, showing the world that Malia had real talent and vision. Barack Obama has openly supported both of his daughters' independence. During the podcast interview, he admitted that both Malia and Sasha are strong-willed and deeply private. He talked about how difficult it is to even offer them help because they're so focused on doing things on their own. While he was proud of Malia's work, he also understood the frustrations that came with her level of fame. He mentioned the growing presence of paparazzi in his daughters' lives and how much they both disliked the attention. According to him, they've made it clear that they don't want the spotlight. They just want to live normal lives. When Barack first considered running for president, one of his biggest concerns was how it would affect his daughters. He didn't want them to grow up in a way that made them feel different from everyone else. He even struck a deal with the press to keep the cameras away from Malia and Sasha while he was in office. For the most part, the media respected that. But now that his daughters are older, the pressure has returned. That's part of why Malia's decision to drop the Obama name makes sense. It's a way for her to protect her privacy and focus on her own goals. Her journey has been about much more than just changing a name. It's about maturity, growth, and the desire to be seen for who she truly is. Malia has chosen a path that many children of public figures struggle to take. Rather than using her family's name for quick success, she's taken the longer, more difficult road. She's proving that she can stand on her own, not because of her last name, but in spite of it. Malia Obama is no longer just the daughter of a former president. She is Malia Ann, a young filmmaker, a storyteller, and a woman determined to make her mark in her own way. Her decision to change her name was not an act of rebellion, but a bold step toward independence. Her decisions didn't stop the public from spreading rumors and speculating details about her life, especially about her relationship with Rory Farquhar. You won't believe what happened later. Malia's relationship with Rory Farquhar. When news first broke in November 2017 that Malia Obama was in a relationship with a fellow Harvard student, Rory Farquharson, it ignited an overwhelming wave of global media interest. The couple's appearance at the Harvard-Yale football game sparked an immediate and intense curiosity, especially because it marked Malia's first known public romance since entering the college scene. Onlookers were quick to dissect every aspect of the brief glimpses they could get. from the way they held hands to the playful interactions they shared during the tailgate festivities. Photos of Malia and Rory went viral overnight, dominating social media feeds, news headlines, and gossip forums. The images showed a side of Malia that most people had never seen before, carefree, smiling, blending into the college crowd, and enjoying the simple pleasures of young love. It was this authenticity, the glimpse into a more relaxed and personal moment of a former first daughter, that made the romance all the more compelling for the public. As images of the pair laughing together and even sharing a kiss made their way onto Instagram, Twitter, and news outlets like TMZ and USA Today, conversations quickly began to form across a wide spectrum of audiences. There were those who celebrated the relationship, praising Malia for living her life authentically despite the constant scrutiny she had grown up with. Admirers from around the world flooded social media with support and admiration, saying it was refreshing to see a young woman with such a high-profile background embracing the normalcy of college life. Hashtags began trending, and fans created dedicated threads to discuss their outfits, speculate on their relationship timeline, and analyze Rory's background. On the other hand, some internet users were less supportive, questioning whether Malia's personal life should be shared or commented on so freely. Yet even these debates only served to further amplify the relationship's presence in the public discourse. Rory, quickly dubbed the mystery man by online tabloids, became the subject of a digital scavenger hunt, with people digging into his social media profiles, family background, and school history. This curiosity was driven not only by his proximity to someone as high-profile as Malia Obama, but also by his own interesting credentials, by being a British student from a prestigious family with a background in academics and sports. His appearances with Malia in public, from casual strolls along New York's Soho streets to quiet dates in coffee shops near Harvard, increased the rumors. Rory's fashion sense, especially his eccentric touches like tiny sunglasses and loafers, became the focus of fashion critiques and admiration posts alike, with some commenters humorously pointing out how he managed to steal the spotlight from one of the most stylish young women in America. Fashion magazines like Vanity Fair even took note, dedicating editorial space to the couple's style during Malia and Rory's outings. People online praised their effortless coordination and charming public presence, with many drawing comparisons between their romance and scenes from romantic comedies. Influencers and bloggers began referencing the couple when discussing modern college relationships, young love in the digital age, and the blend of cultural identities. Malia's modern yet graceful style was continuously admired, and Rory's British flair added a unique element that made them stand out even more. Some social media users dubbed them the Ivy League it couple, and discussions about their dynamic often touched on how balanced, grounded, and genuine their connection appeared. What made their relationship even more captivating for people online was the contrast between Malia Obama's high-profile past in the White House and her low-key college romance. It was a side of her that the public had not seen before, a young woman removed from political pressures, finally able to enjoy the freedom that comes with independence. Many commenters on Twitter and TikTok posted how relatable it was to see someone like Malia navigating love, dates, and even fashion choices, just like any other college student. Fans particularly enjoyed seeing pictures of them at local Cambridge cafes or walking together without an entourage, pointing out how their relationship seemed refreshingly normal. The simplicity of their romance, grabbing coffee, enjoying a game, laughing during a walk, struck a chord with audiences who were tired of seeing only glamorous and scripted celebrity relationships. International media, too, caught on to the romance. Headlines across British, Canadian, Australian, and even Indian tabloids chronicled their appearances and speculated about their future. Every public sighting became a new reason for discussion. Articles focused not just on who Rory was, but why people cared so much about this relationship. Some media analysts noted that Malia, being both a former first daughter and a Harvard student, represented a new kind of public figure, one rooted in legacy, but but carving out her own identity. Rory's presence by her side, with his own impressive background, only added to the allure. People wanted to watch them grow together because it felt like watching history meet modern-day youth culture. The romance, in many ways, became a symbol of what it meant to be young, intelligent, and in love while navigating immense public attention. But with all the admiration came the unavoidable wave of speculation. Social media users, YouTubers, and even some gossip bloggers began theorizing about the nature of the relationship. Was it serious? Would they last? Was this just a college fling, or the beginning of something much more? These speculations didn't just stay in comment sections. They inspired full-fledged discussions, videos, and think pieces. TikTok creators posted opinion videos about the couple's body language, while fan pages on Instagram shared side-by-side comparisons of their outfits, trips, and even speculated anniversaries. Despite the best efforts of the couple to remain low-key, they couldn't escape the spotlight. Every small detail became material for social dissection. Whether it was Rory's occasional absence from events or Malia being seen with friends, the internet seemed poised to read into everything. The internet became a breeding ground for rampant speculation, with social media users and online tabloids digging deep into every possible angle of the relationship. Rumors began circulating that Malia Obama's family, particularly her politically iconic parents, were not fully supportive of the match. At the same time, Rory's family, the multi-billion-dollar Murdoch clan, was rumored to be uneasy about the attention the relationship was attracting. Conspiracy theories took root in fringe corners of the internet, speculating that the Murdochs, known for guarding their public image and carefully controlling their media empire, were concerned that Rory's relationship with the daughter of a liberal American president could clash with the family's ideological and business interests. The contrast between the couple's public affection and the murky rumors about their private lives only intensified the public's curiosity. Malia has had enough of these rumors, and she publicly addressed the speculation surrounding her relationship. Get ready for the most epic moment of the video. Malia's response to the rumors. Malia Obama, amidst the intense media scrutiny surrounding her relationship with Rory Farquharson, recently addressed the rumors that had been circulating. In an effort to clear the air, Malia emphasized that both of their families were supportive of their relationship. She acknowledged the overwhelming public attention that had come with being in the spotlight, but reassured the public that the connection between her and Rory was grounded in mutual respect, love, and a shared understanding of the pressures they both faced. Despite the external noise, their bond remained strong, and both families had expressed their support for the couple's relationship. Malia also addressed the rumors surrounding her father, former President Barack Obama, allegedly not approving of her relationship with Rory. She dismissed these claims, stating that her father was very supportive of her choices. While, like any father, he was protective, he trusted Malia's judgment and respected her ability to make her own decisions. The Obama family, Malia explained, is just like any other in that regard, concerned about one another's well-being, but ultimately supportive of personal choices. The family does not base decisions on public opinion or the pressures of being in the public eye. This reassurance from Malia put to rest the rumors that had suggested any disapproval from her parents. Regarding the rumors about an engagement, Malia took the opportunity to clear up the confusion. She firmly stated that she and Rory were not focused on marriage at that time. The tabloid speculation that had suggested she had accepted a proposal was entirely false, as were claims about any potential wedding plans. Malia clarified that their priority at that moment was on their academic journeys and what the future held for both of them, but marriage was not a concern in the immediate future. The couple was simply enjoying their time together, navigating the pressures of their studies and the public attention that came with being in such a high-profile relationship. Further supporting Malia's statements, a representative for the Obama family reiterated that Barack and Michelle Obama had always respected Malia's independence, and trusted her judgment when it came to her personal life. The representative emphasized that Malia's happiness was of utmost importance to her parents, and they had always stood by her decisions. The Obamas were proud of the way Malia had handled the spotlight, showing maturity and grace despite the overwhelming attention. While Malia spoke openly about the rumors surrounding her relationship, she also made it clear that she and Rory were determined not to let the public speculation dictate their relationship. Rory Farquharson's family, though they did not release an official statement regarding their stance on the relationship, was understood to be supportive of the couple. Sources close to the couple suggested that Rory's family respected Malia and was happy for the two of them. Despite the high-profile nature of both their families, the relationship between Malia and Rory seemed to be one that was based on personal connection rather than public expectation. Malia's responses to the rumors and her efforts to address the public's curiosity not only served to clarify her relationship with Rory, but also reinforced a broader message about privacy, personal agency, and the ability to live life on one's own terms. In an age where celebrity relationships are often dissected and sensationalized, Malia and Rory's relationship remained one that was defined by their own experiences and choices rather than the narratives created by social media. What are your thoughts about Malia's new life and relationship? Let us know in the comments section. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Click on the next video displayed on your screen. You will enjoy it.